Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Today we will discuss on the topic of semiconductor. Before this, I have posted the mind map of semiconductor topic. Okay, what is the semiconductor? Semiconductor is a material that has electrical conductivity and of that of conductor and also as an insulator. Okay, this is the sample figure of the semiconductor part, usually used as a chips in the uh, circuit board. Silicon is the main component of the semiconductor, and other material include germanium, gallium arsenide, and silicon carbide. Integrated circuit, or also known as a semiconductor device, is a collection of electronic devices such as transistor, diodes, resistor, fabricated and electrically connected onto a small flat chip of semiconductor material. So this figure show the integrated circuit IC. So in this topic, we will discuss how to produce or processing method to produce integrated circuit. Okay. Application used in electronic devices, radio, computer, telephone, and include various type of transistor, solar cell, or many kind of diodes. Okay. Okay, this is the figure of integrated circuit. So here, this is one IC, and if we look at in detail, this is the silicon wafer, and we cannot really see in the naked eyes. Usually, in this processing, require the microscope to detail view on the circuit. Okay, the size around 0.5 millimeter, a very small size. 0.5 millimeter thick, 5 to 25 millimeter on the length, side length. Okay, this is the detail view, the cross section of integrated circuit. As you can see from this figure, there are many layers. This is the bottom layer and the middle layer and the upper layer. So that's why this the process to produce the IC known as a layer by layer process. Okay, later we will discuss this process lah, layer by layer process. Okay, this is the top view of the IC. Okay, we closer look. Okay, this is the top view of the IC. So you see the different color means that different electronic devices embedded in the one chip, okay? And these devices is connected through the metallic compound, usually aluminium, to connect each devices. Okay, this is the general production process of integrated circuit. Okay, as I discussed in the mind map, there are three phases of IC production. The first phase is preparation of silicon wafer, and the second phase is a layer by layer process, and the third phase is testing, packaging, and joining the each devices using the metallization process. Okay, so this is the first stage, and the second stage, and the third stage. Okay, we closer look on the first stage. Okay, pulling outward an ingot cutting an ingot, polishing. This process is to prepare the silicon wafer. Okay. uh, the raw material is a silicon, and why we do it the pulling outward ingot means that the silicon is produced by pulling the melted silicon upward, and in order to produce the single crystal silicon, and then we cut into pieces and you polish the surface. And then the next process is a second phase is a layer by layer process. Start with the oxidation. We apply the thin film on the surface of wafer, silicon wafer, and then apply photoresist. Photoresist is a material or chemical that react with the light, very sensitive to the light. And then we apply photolithography process. Photolithography process is a process to duplicate the pattern of the circuit into the surface of silicon wafer. And then etching process is a chemical reaction to remove unwanted portion on the surface of silicon wafer. And then we complete one layer. Once one rotation means the one layer, and then go to the next layer. The process repeat with the oxidation, and then photoresist application, photolithography process, and etching process, and then the second layer is developed, and then go to the next layer. We repeat with the same process: oxidation, photoresist application, photolithography, and etching process, and then the process is repeated until all the layer is developed. And then after finish all the layer, go to the third phase is apply the metal, deposit the metal to connect the each component inside the chip. And then we do the testing, test the chip, and we can identify which chip is okay, and the defect chip will be notified and taken out as a waste. And then the next step is packaging. Packaging, usually they use the ceramic material to package the chip, to package the IC, because the ceramic is very good as an insulator, and it can protect the circuit from exposed to the high temperature application. Okay, thank you very much. Next, I will discuss on the detail of this process.